Hi Z, this is Marie with Me Slow 55. This is my third attempt. I wanted to do that 5 shell blanket, show you how it's done. So we want to do it's 6 plus 2. So you do to do 3 shells. I've got 20 chains here. So you go 3 times 6 is 18, and then plus 2. So let's get started. So I've got the chain, and then I roll it over and go in the back bump. So 1, 2, and in the second chain we want to do a single crochet. And then we want to do a single crochet all the way to the end. And now the stitches for this blanket are chains, single crochets, and double crochets, and that's it. To do a queen size blanket, you would do total of 200 stitches. For a double or a full size blanket, you would do a total of 182 stitches. So this part, is always slow. So I'm just hoping third time's the charm. Hoping I keep it focused, not too terribly blurry. I'm not used to doing video like this. I know, this is the slow, tedious part. Okay. So when you get down to here, your count should be go from 20 down to 18. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. It should go from 20 down to 19, in case I forgot to say that. Alright, so that's basically what I call the foundation. So now we're going to start. And these are repeats of row 1 and 2. So now we're going to do row 1. So you chain 1, turn. And you want to do a single in the first single. And then you want to skip 2, 1, 2, and then you want to do 5 double crochets. That makes your shell. And my goodness, we got sirens in the background, and the husband dropping something outside. 4, 5. And the daughter laughing. Okay, skip 2 and do a single. Skip 2 and do your shell again, which is 5 double crochet. Skip 2, do a single. Skip 2, 1, 2, and do your shell again. 3, 4, 5. And then skip 2 and do a single in the last stitch. Okay, that's row 1. If you start with a single, you're always going to end with a single. Start with a single. And so There you go. Now, row 2. You're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to turn. And in that first stitch, that first single, you're going to do 2 more double crochet. That's half a shell. Then you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, do a single. You're going to skip 2 and do your full shell, 5 double crochets. Skip 2, do a single on the top of your shell. You're going to skip 2 and do 5 double crochets. You're going to skip 2 and do a single. You're going to skip 2 and do a half a shell, which is 3 double crochets. Okay. So you started with 3 double crochets, and you end with 3 double crochets. And that's your second row. So your first row is single crochet, skip 2, your shell of 5, skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, your shell, skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, your shell, skip 2, ending with a single crochet. And then you did a chain up 3 and then did 2 more double crochets for a half double crochet in the first stitch. Then you skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, do your shell, skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, do your shell, skip 2, single crochet, and then do your half shell. You start with a half, you end with a half. You start with a single, you end with a single. Okay, so now that's it. Rows 1, row 2. That's your repeat. So I'll do 2 more rows. So here we go. Here's your shell, so we know that the next row is row 1 or row 2 or however you want to. So chain 1, turn. Single in the first stitch, skip 2, shell in the third one. No, gotta do it right, Lily. 1, 2, 3, shell in the, actually it's a shell in the single crochet, 3, 4, 5. Okay, skip 2 and do a single crochet in the top of the shell. Skip 2, and in this single, you're going to do your 5 double crochet shell. Now you skip 2 and do a single in the top of your shell. Skip 2 and do your shell in the single crochet. Okay, skip 2, and we know that we started with the single, so we have to end with the single. So you skip your 2, and in the top of that turning chain, you do a single. Okay. Basically go 1 again. And so now we need to, we're going to be doing, when we turn around, that's going to have that half shell. So we need to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, and directly there, that's your first stitch, or a single. That's your first stitch, and you want to do 2 double crochet to complete your half shell. Then you skip 2, 1, 2, do a single in the top of that 5 shell. Skip 2, do a shell in that single crochet. Whoops. Skip 2, 1, 2, and on the top of the shell you do a single. Skip 2, and in that single you want to do your shell. And we're going to skip 2, and on the top of that shell we're going to do single crochet. And just like down here, there was 3, a half shell, 3 double crochets. So we started with it, we got to end with it. So you got to skip 2, 1, 2, and in this last stitch you're going to do 3, 2, 3. Okay, so there you go. 3, 3. So you have nice edges, you got a nice bottom, and what I do is I chain 1 and I turn and I come back and I would single crochet all the way down so that it matches the bottom. And then also, then if you want to put a border on it, what I do is I then just continue going around and putting single crochets down, like in here. Well, in the corner you would put 3 single crochet, and in the second single crochet put a stitch marker, and then single crochet, yeah, put a stitch marker, and then put 2, 1, 2, kind of evenly going down, put your single crochets. When you get to the next corner you put 3 single crochets and put a stitch marker in the second one, and do that all the way around. And then when you come to the where you started, then when you get to the in the corner where your stitch marker is, you would put 3 single crochet in that again and go around 1 more time. And then when you start your 3rd time around, after you did your corner, then you would skip 2 chains, basically, or 2 stitches, and do a 5 shell, and then skip 2 and do a single, and then skip 2 and do 5 shell all the way around, and that finishes off your blanket really nice. Now I think you know how to change colors, so I won't get into that, but it's really easy. And then you can always hide your stitches and go one way, then go back, and then come back a 3rd time to weave in your strands of stitches after changing colors. That's if you want to do that. If you keep it all the same color, then it's not too bad. Anyways, I hope this helps you, Z, and I hope third time's a charm on doing a video. So you take care of you, and I'll be talking to you. I hope this helps. Bye.